Well, we're excited. We just got a text and our cushions are ready, and we're going to go pick them up right now.
Woohoo! One look in your eyes and I find it. When you leave in my mind I rewind it. When you got it this good, you don't fight it.
Ready?
Yep, we're here.
Let's go see him. Oh my God, they look beautiful. Oh my God.
Hey, they work.
That is so cool. They look
That was such a good idea doing the cross steps.
Yeah.
Like that. That just really makes a difference.
It changes the look of it.
Yeah.
It's absolutely stunning. And these are like the other embroidery work you do too, right? You said you do shirts and hats.
Shirts, hats, we can do all that stuff.
That's awesome.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
What does JNS stand for?
John and Samantha.
Oh, okay.
That's actually my kid. That's John. That's
Ah, we originally saw Mike's on his boat,
Yeah.
and it's actually in the video. I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God,
we got this close to winning an award because of his stuff.
Yeah.
I was like,
Yeah.
we got to find
We had
out
it in
who
the
did
contest.
this because they are so gorgeous.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no, these back up. We have a sunbathing platform that is right behind us now, and with these type of stripes. But now we're gonna have to put it back.
Right,
So,
right. Oh, they're awesome.
cool.
Awesome sauce. Pay the man.
Cool.
So how'd you get into this?
It's kind of a little bit of a long story. My grandmother, when I was a kid, she was a seamstress during World War II. She was building parachutes and all that stuff and everything else, and she just kept with it. She worked for a company that did custom drapery, things like that. So when I was a kid growing up, I mean, from like 2, 3 years old, it was always, let's go up to Grandma's room on Sunday night, go hang out, watch TV, jump on the bed. Well, as I got older, she would be up there sewing. So as I started getting an interest in it, I never thought it would get to this level. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But things kind of just happen. And yeah, I learned it all when I was a kid from my grandmother. That's the big thing. And that was the start of the business. And from that point, my wife, she went down to put the top on the boat, top fit, everything was great. So she goes around the marina looking for people. She sought out my first customer. Never had to change it away from that point. It just from that point got way out of hand.
Wow.
More than I ever thought would ever happen. Small, medium, large is the way we price things. And then the complexity would be the diamond stitching and the piping, and if they got the pleats in them like these have in here inside, there's actually a battery that's in there that you have to put together and everything else. So it just depends on the complexity of the cushion.
Right. But it's competitive.
Oh yes.
Yeah,
yes,
very
absolutely.
competitive.
We are competitive with everybody in our market.
Right.
We're not the most expensive. We try to at least keep our prices somewhere in the middle of the road. So I mean, our quality is a lot higher than the average. So we're competitively priced.
I hope we have room in the car.
We do.
You got them here.
Yeah, but she picked up I don't know, feed for the chickens or something.
Chicken feed. I have it like an automatic feeder for my chickens. So when we go away 3 months, I don't have to worry about it.
Let it go.
We're here.
We made it.
Yep. It's been 4 months, and let's hope everything looks good when we get in that boat. So
We got a lot to do.
yeah.
So we're going to hustle to it.
Yeah, it's gonna be a week of prepping and bottom painting and going on the hard, and it's gonna be fun.
All right.
Okay.
Roger out. We're going to go see how the boat looks. Oh no! Come and get me! How's everything look?
Looks good. Smells good. I don't smell any mold or mildew or anything like that. Dehumidifier's still running. It seems to be covered with, I thought it was salt at first, but I think it might be a little bit of soot from the train tracks next door, because it comes off and it's just like you can feel there's like a little something on it. So I'm going to rinse her off and see if that shine's still underneath. It better be. But other than that, everything looks good. I'm going to try to turn my air conditioning pump on because it's 84 degrees.
It's a little warm.
So it's a little bit warm in here, and I want to make sure that works before I get ready to relax, because every time I've come to the boat over the last couple of years, the air conditioner pump needed to be kick-started. We'll see if that's what happened this time.
I feel lucky, Punk. Do you?
Yep.
All right, let me just take a look around. Oh, the chrome looks good. Okay, that worked well. I'm gonna look at the front chrome. What's that? That's not so good. But the rest looks good. Okay.
Well, we are back at the boat, and it is late April, well, April 23rd, something like that. And we're getting ready for our trip, and we're going to leave. Our plan is to leave by May 1st. So we have about a week to get ready, and we have a lot of things that we need to do to get ready. There's a whole bunch of projects. One of the most important ones, well, actually, probably the most important one, is I need to change out the starting battery banks on this boat. Now, you may recall from last year, if you watched our show, that we had some issues. Several times we had some issues getting the batteries, getting the engine started, and it's basically the batteries were just getting weak. And, well, in some cases, one of them kind of exploded on us. But the batteries were installed only 4 years ago, so we didn't really get a lot of life out of them. I know you usually get like 5, maybe even 6. We only got 4, but it's probably, some of that's probably has to do with me. We're using lead acid batteries, and I'm probably a little bit lazy when it comes to putting water in them. I do it about 3 times a year. Maybe I should have been doing it 4 times a year. So, you know, it could be partially me. Anyway, I hate putting water in these batteries. It's the absolute least favorite chore I have on this boat. Just because of where they're located and how I have to lay on my stomach with a thing of water, it's just a pain in the neck. What I am doing this year is I am replacing these lead acid batteries with AGMs. I picked up some AGMs. Actually, they're rather... AGMs are usually a lot more expensive than lead acid. For instance, I use golf cart batteries, by the way, 8-volt golf cart batteries, because we're a 32-volt boat. So we use 4 of them in series, and you get the 32 volts. And I've been using golf cart batteries, and they've been fine. I got some AGM golf cart batteries. Now, usually you can pick up golf cart batteries for about $150. AGMs are usually like $350, which is why I probably didn't get them 4 years ago. Some of the prices came down, and there was some sale going on, and I picked up these, I think they're Lion is the name of the company. I picked up these 8-volt AGM golf cart batteries for about $200 each, which is great. Now, yeah, I know they're from China, they're, you know, blah, 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 but you know what? I spent good money getting, I think they were interstate golf cart batteries last time, and if I only got 4 years out of them, how bad can these be? And so anyway, I'm doing a little bit of an experiment.
They're different than the Epics, though.
Yeah, these, okay, whole different thing. So I'm doing a little bit of an experiment, though, this year. I'm going to put 4 AGMs on one of my starting battery banks. We have 2. And the other one, I'm going to replace with the regular lead acid. 2 reasons for this. One is I thought it would be kind of a cool experiment to see which ones last longer and perform better. But the other reason is this. We have a LaMarche battery charger on our boat. It's called the LaMarche Constant Volt Battery Charger. This is 1979 technology. Ours was replaced about 10 years ago before we bought the boat, but they replaced it with the same thing again, which is just an old dumb charger, just puts out the voltage, and that's the end of that. We are going to, now it won't do AGMs for that reason. AGMs require a float, different voltages depending on the charge of the batteries, and you need a smart charger for that. So I bought a smart charger. It was about $650. I think it's Pro Mariner, I believe is the name of the brand. And I'm going to use that to charge the AGM batteries. And then I'm going to use my old dumbass charger to charge the lead acid batteries. Now, what this will do is give me redundancy, and I love redundancy on the boat. Because it occurred to me that if our battery charger should ever die when we're on one of these trips, that's going to pretty much be the end of the trip if I can't charge the batteries with anything other than the alternator. That could be a problem, especially if I'm anchoring out. That's a risky business to me. So I figure, okay, well, this is going to give me 2 chargers, and if the AGM charger should fail, well, I got the Lamarche. If the Lamarche fails, I got the AGM. So I figured that's cool. It's a cool experiment, and I got redundancy. Now, if you watch previous episodes, just so you know, on this boat, we do have the 2 starting banks. One acts as a house bank as well. These are completely different than our Epic lithium batteries, which is what we use to power the 110 systems when we're at anchor or when we're underway. Whole different system. So basically, we've got 3 complete sets of batteries on this boat. The lithiums running the 110, a port starting bank, and then a starboard starting bank that also acts like a house bank, or vice versa. I forget which one it is. So anyway, that's the project. I'm not looking forward to this. Even though they're golf cart batteries, they still weigh 65 pounds each.
Workout this morning.
Yeah, and it's way better than the old ones. The old 4Ds, they weighed like 160 pounds. Those things were monsters. So I can do this. It's just going to be a pain in the neck. So I guess I better get going.
Roger out.
Just for the hell of it, let me just see what the current state of charge is, since the charger's been running for the last 3 months. .9 volts. Not good. These things are spent. Hook up the strap. You'd think batteries this heavy would come with handles, you know. Okay. Well,
How many of them?
4. Cushions turned out beautifully. If you're thinking about refreshing your boat's upholstery, we highly recommend JNS Marine. They're conveniently located just 5 minutes north of Philly, right off I-95. And whether you're coming from the Philly area, the Jersey Shore, or Maryland, it's definitely worth the trip. We can't wait to have the rest of our cushions done. Lynn has me on a low-carb diet right now. The way you fix that is a Mick Ultra, which I can't stand, but it's very low carb. But if you take a shot of silver tequila and add it to the Mick Ultra, now it doesn't suck as bad, and it's still low carb. So take that, Lynn.
I'll take it.